The address Detective Clements got from Sonny Fletcher's parole officer turned out to be a filthy, vermin-infested motel. It was a dump, and it smelled like a porta potty at a chili cook-off.
Ugh, okay, I get the point.
Sorry. I just couldn't imagine why Carl Linsky would hire a detective who lived in a place like that.
What do you want?
Yeah, I've got some great news. Your parole officer says the cops are almost positive that you didn't kill Carl Linsky.
What makes you think I know Carl Linsky?
That's up to you, Sonny. I mean, I can invite Linsky's girlfriend and your parole officer over for a game of Truth or Dare. You can just humor me right now.
Let me tell you something. With that attitude of yours, I can tell that you just received your PI license, didn't you?
I like to say, brother, takes one to know one. My name's Murphy.
All right. Come in, Murphy. I'll talk to you. Mi casa es tu casa.
Thanks.
Close the door.
Nice place.
Yeah. My travel agent got it for me.
I'd get a new travel agent. Is this your permanent residence?
It just might be. Why?
It's like you're hiding out from bill collectors or something.
I guess you could say that. Come on! What do you want from me, huh?
I understand Carl Linsky had hired you. At least, before he died.
I had nothing to do with Carl Linsky buying the farm. Bible truth.
The Bible says the truth will set you free.
Oh.
What were you working on with Linsky?
Okay, I guess I can tell you now. It doesn't matter. He wanted me to find some people for him.
Why?
I don't know. Man gives me a list of names and I go to work, okay?
If you don't mind me saying, why would Linsky hire you? You don't look like you're in much condition to be working.
That's low. I haven't had a drink in almost 2 years! Until last week!
I guess you're pretty thirsty by then.
You're funny, man! You're so funny.
Jeez. What are you working on with Linsky?
Look, I just tracked down 2 people, all right? It was a Val Davis and a Rona Morgan. Didn't take me any time. I found out where they were. They were in the ground, and they hadn't been there too long.
Is that when you dropped the case?
Yeah, around there. Look, I prefer not to talk about this anymore, okay?
Okay.
Gracias.
If you could just give me some more information about the names on the list.
I can't remember.
Come on, don't hold out on me. You want a bribe or something? You know that's illegal.
I can't remember. Bible's truth.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I'm working on Linsky's suicide, and I just need some information, a clue or a lead, something to keep the thing going.
Wait a minute. All right. Tell me to hang on to it, a bee's hop, in case anything happened to it.
Just a bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Just a warning. You better get off this case right now. Judgment Day is looking for me. Could look for you, too. You better get out, amigo.
I'll keep your warning in mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe we'll see each other around.
Yeah, maybe. Hey.
I'll shut the door. What's this? 2 pieces for the price of 1. Pass card E. Well, if they use the same alphabet I do, that means there are at least 5 of these cards floating around. Maybe more. The Fresno address was in the heart of the hot zone, in what might have been a strip mall, at least before the bombs fell. It seemed pretty obvious the place was a front, a red herring meant to throw off any passing bloodhounds. But I'd made the trip, so I decided to check it out. Looks like there were a few packing boxes left over from the move. There are 3 different appointments. Dinner on Monday in San Francisco at 6 p.m. Lunch on Tuesday in Paris at 2 p.m. Breakfast in Sydney on Thursday at 9 a.m. I hope this person can keep track of time zones. And what's this note about 3 sets of 3? It must be important. A safe, and it appears to be connected somehow to the commemorative plate display. That's a nice rendering of the Golden Gate Bridge. The Eiffel Tower certainly looks impressive. That's that opera house in Australia. A photo of Carl Linsky is about the last thing I'd expect to find in a safe in an abandoned office in the middle of a hot zone. Something tells me I need to find out who the other guy in the photo is.
Tex, let me apologize for last night. The things I said were 10% depression and 90% alcohol. Hopefully there's something I can do to make it up to you. If there's anything else you need, just ask. This photo wasn't taken too long ago. That's John Klaus with my father. John Klaus was an old friend of my father's. The last time I saw him, I was quite a bit younger. I didn't know most of my father's associates. Doesn't sound familiar. I've never heard of her. I'm not really interested in politics, but I can tell you my father didn't care much for the Law and Order Party. My father had some kind of run-in with them a while ago, but he didn't give me any details. Doesn't sound familiar. So, you found the policy. Well, not that it's going to do me any good, but who knows? Maybe things will work out. I'll admit, I could use the insurance money, but I doubt I'll ever get it. As I said, my father's will is more trouble than it's worth. She's a hideous woman. If she weren't handling my father's will, I would have nothing to do with her.
You're back again. What can I do for you this time? Carl Linsky and John Klaus together. This is extremely interesting. Do you mind if I have this photo examined? I'd like to find out exactly when and where it was taken. I'll let you know if I find anything out, okay? Klaus is a scary man. He has a lot of pull in the Law and Order Party. I think he'd run for office if he could, but he doesn't have the image for it. Instead, he sits behind the curtain and pulls the strings. Can't help you there. Never heard that name before?
Listen, Mr. Murphy, I've been cooperative, and I've answered all your questions already. I'm under no obligation to help you any further.
I'm just doing my job, Mr. Sternwood. And I know it's not as exciting or as glamorous as yours, but I could really use your help.
Fine. Get to the point. John Klaus worked here before I became director. He was the top surgeon and left North Hill for a distinguished position at San Francisco General. I believe he may have performed Carl Linsky's surgery. The name is unfamiliar. I don't know who that is. The name is unfamiliar. I am sympathetic to the Law and Order Party platform, though I'm not a registered member of the Law and Order Party itself. About a year ago, Capricorn came to us, to Carl Linsky specifically, with allegations of unethical research practices. The charges were completely without merit. But Carl decided to take a voluntary leave of absence, and Capricorn decided to not pursue the investigation.
When I returned to Sonny's motel room, he wasn't there, but he'd left a letter for me taped to the door. There's a bucket down there with a brick in it. If I can find something to hook onto the bucket handle with, I could take a closer look at the brick. Interior decorating, Anasazi style. Three interlocking cogwheels are fixed to the walls. Well, I'm no expert on Anasazi culture, but it looks to me like I'll have to line up the red dots on the cogs to the corresponding red marks on the wall. Whoa, that snake doesn't look very friendly. And it doesn't look like it's gonna move away from that brick anytime soon. Maybe I can bait it into moving. Interior decorating and a Sazi stuff. This door doesn't open. I'll have to find another way in.